Hey YouTube, Frogtoad here. I just want to do a quick unenveloping. I was fortunate enough to win one of the Tractiongrips in PR Chico 520's giveaway, and I'm going to open them up here and take a peek. I've never even heard of these until Chico did this contest, so check them out. And yeah, I'm using the Kershaw trimmer to do this, which is probably a little big for the job, but it's the one I had laying around. Alright. Then you got a little Ziploc bag, and as you can see, if you can read that, I don't know if the flip's picking it up, these are for the Ruger LCP. This is my EDC. And yeah, it's loaded because it's fairly useless otherwise. And these are the little panels. I guess they're custom cut for the Ruger. Take one out here. Kind of doing this on the fly, so like I said, I'd never heard of these before. I saw Chico's contest, and I guess they're just peel and stick, and it looks like I may have to do a little trimming. I don't know. I'm going to do the installation on these off camera, because I've got to take off the little clip I've got on here. It's a modified Kel-Tec clip, and it appears it's going to be in the way. And it also looks like these grips cover this area, which I'm not so sure. I don't know. This is the only firearm I had that at the time, at least when I looked at the website, that this company had custom-made grips for. So that's why I chose this one. Not that I really have a problem with the grips on the LCP. They're actually pretty good. But, you know, gotta try them out. So I'll be back after a while, and I'll get them trimmed up and installed, and we could look at them together. Okay, back here for a second, and just want to show all the contents of the package before I take this all apart. They do seem to have back strap, front strap, and then the left and right panels. Now I noticed they are not die cut or anything like that to actually fit. You can see this is a relatively, it's kind of hard to see on the camera there, but it's a rectangle. And I don't know if you can make that out. The top of this checkering pattern is rounded, so they're not, they're not perfectly fit. It's going to take me a bit to get these to fit, because like I said, this is my EDC, and while I'm not really anal retentive about the looks, yeah, I want it to look nice. So I'm going to take a bit of time and trim these up and try and make it look as stock as I possibly can. And right now I'm thinking, I'm not so sure I'm gonna keep this part here, which covers up the Ruger logo, because that's, I don't know, that's a tough decision. I'm gonna have to monkey with it and see. Alright, well, we'll be back when I get this all installed and you can take a peek at it. Well, here it is. You know, every once in a while, it's just nice to be wrong. When I first pulled these out of the package, I kind of went, in my own head, I'm thinking, oh, these don't look so hot, these kind of look cheesy and cheap. I was wrong. They improved the grip dramatically. just dramatically. And yeah, for your safety sallies, it's freaking unloaded, which it won't stay that way for long. It's kind of a, what do they call this? They have a couple of, this is the black textured rubber. This is pretty cool. It's got just enough, I don't know, soft to be comfortable, but it definitely improved the overall grip dramatically. Wow, I don't know. And I know these things aren't expensive. I think they were, I know they were under $10. I want to say they were close to $5. The only thing I did, I thought I was going to have to do a bunch of trimming. I didn't. It actually just looks a little bigger with the paper on it. So when you lay it on with the backing paper, it definitely has that, you know, oh, it might not fit feel to it. Once I got the backing paper on and put it on, God, I wish I had a better camera, but you can see that the fit, while, I mean, I'm not going to call that factory, they did a really good job. It fits this, the handle of this Ruger real well. The only trimming I did do was here on the back strap. I don't know if you can see, there's a slight crown here. I think I showed that earlier in the video. The piece that came was just a regular rectangle. So I did go ahead and, just using a old pair of scissors, just kind of put a little bit of a crown on there to match that. And I did have to trim just a bit off, because it was probably, I don't know if you can see on my face, it was probably about that long when I got it. So I had to trim it back just a tad. The front one is a rectangle, but I didn't trim it because it just looks fine. It looks fine just being stock. So, PR Chico, good job at bringing these out. I didn't even know they existed. And I'll be honest with you, if I had seen the website, you know, beforehand, I probably just would have dismissed them as just a cheap dress-up item. And I would have been wrong. If you have a handgun or a rifle there, go check out the website. They've got them for a few different handguns that are die cut, or however they cut these. I'd imagine die cut. And they also have a universal set. In fact, when I entered this contest, I told PR I was actually going to put them. I was going to put them on a rifle I have. And then when I won, I went back and looked at it and said, you know, if I'm gonna go ahead and get some of these, I want to get some that are factory, you know, cut by Tractiongrips, so I can show people what their work is like for the pre-cut ones. So I didn't want to just get a set of universal ones. I can tell you this: they're worth it, in my opinion. If you have a handgun or any kind of firearm, or anything really that you want to get just a little bit more grip on, these are cool. These are cool. I'm probably going to get a set of these, the universal ones, for my Weatherby rifle. And I'm pretty sure I also saw on their website, if y'all are guitar players, evidently you can put this stuff on guitar picks to help give you a little bit more traction. I just might do that with the scraps that are left over after I get it for the Weatherby, just for the fun of it. I have been known to be playing and have ping, and next thing you know, the pick is flying across the room. These are great. Thanks, PR Chico. I'm really glad I got introduced to these. Good job. Well, let me put this thing back in the way it's supposed to be. And fair winds, y'all. We'll see you next time around.